Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Madiuranti Medita with ID study number A1M220008. So in this occasion, I will explain about the silent way, the Suggestopedia, and total physical response. So the first is a silent way. The silent way is a methodology of teaching language based on the idea where the teacher should be as silent as possible during a class, but learners should be encouraged to speak as much as possible. In other words, the students are in charge, whereas the teacher are there to guide how to use silent way. Okay. The lesson will follow a sequence based on the complexity of the grammar talk with one element presented at a time. New lexical and structural material is meticulously broken down into its elements. Reading and writing are sometimes taught from the beginning, and students are given assignment to do outside the classroom. So students begin their study of the language through its basic building blocks. Each sounds these are introduced through a language-specific sound color chart, and relying on what sounds students already know from their knowledge of their native language. Teachers lead their students to associate the sounds of the target language with particular colors. Okay, and then later the same colors are used to help students learn the spellings that correspond to the zones through the color code fight chart, and how to read and pronounce words properly through the color code word chart. And the teacher sets up situation that focus students' attention on the structures of the language. This provides valuable information for the teacher and encourage students to take responsibility for their own learner. Some further learning takes place while they sleep. And the next is the Suggestopedia. In order to make better use of our reserve capacity, the limitation we think we have need to be digested. So the Suggestopedia, the application of the study of suggestions to pedagogy, has been developed to help students eliminate the feeling that they can't be successful, and the negative association they may have toward studying, and thus to help them overcome the barriers to learning. So one of the way the students' mental reserve are simulated is through integration of the fine arts. An important contribution to the method made by Lozanov College, Evelina Gediv. The course is conducted in a classroom that is bright and colorful and several posters displaying grammatical information about the target language are hung around the room in order to take advantage of students' peripheral learning. The posters are changed every few weeks. Students select target language names and choose new occupations. During the course, they create whole biographies to go along with their new identity. The text students work from are handouts containing Thai dialogues in the target language, and the next to do the dialogue is translation in the students native language, and there are also some notes on vocabulary and grammar which correspond to boldface items in the dialogue. The teacher presents the dialogue during two concerts. This represent the first major piece, and in the first concert the teacher reads the dialogue matching her voice to the rhythm and pitch of the music. For homework, the students read over the dialogue just before they go to sleep, and again when they get up the next morning. What follows is the second major phase, in which students engage in various activities designed to help them gain facility with the new material. And the activities include dramatizations, games, songs, and quizzes, and answer exercise. So the last is total physical response. So a method in language teaching which is based on the coordination of speech and action. So in this method, teachers who use TPR believe in the importance of having their students enjoy their experience of learning to communicate in another language. In fact, TPR was developed in order to reduce the stress people feel when they are studying other language, and thereby encourage students to persist in their study beyond a beginning level of proficiency. And the first phase of a lesson is one of modeling. The teacher uses comments to a few students, then performs the actions with them. In the second phase, students demonstrate that they can understand the comments by performing them alone. The observers also have an opportunity to demonstrate their understanding. The teacher next recombines elements of the comments to have students develop flexibility in understanding unfamiliar utterance. These comments which students perform are often humorous. After learning to respond to some oral comments, the students learn to read and write them. When students are ready to speak, they become the ones who issue the comments. After students begin speaking, activities expand to include sketch and games. Okay, so it's all about it's all about silent way, Disagestopedia, and total physical response. So thank you for watching. By saying wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.